In the previous video, I create some basic operation about add, sub, multiply and division or between the two number. And in this video, I show you how to perform this type of operation using ngSwitch. We can select one operation at a time by select a option add, sub, mul or division. So previous video, what I do, I create first two level, enter first number and it will give a text box and then it give the user for a value for in the first text box and it bind it in the first number, and in the second text box it bind the value in the second number. So here enter first number and enter second number in these two field, and I create four button add, sub, mul and div, and I stored and I call the function add, sub, mul and div by clicking those button, and here I define the this function addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, and I also create for the variable, initialize the variable in app.module.ts. And in this video what I do, I create a ngSwitch and I create a option by selecting this. So first I uh, select create a option, so that's I write enter your choice, I give it as a label, and then I create the select and 6 option, and here I write select 1. So it is a default value, so I write is value is equal to I initialize as it is a default value. When we refresh the browser it shows us and it select the option, and so that's why it is not given any value, it is void. And then I write option, similarly I copy it, and then value is equal to add, and here I write add, and then I copy it and paste it. So I write it as sub, as small, as div, and it is a default, so I write it as other. So I, so similar process, I give it it as value sub, mul, div, and it is as other. So if I go to the browser, we see select go to the browser, we see that enter your choice and select option is available at sub, mul, div and other. So we select this type of option. So we can also take it a beer tag. So when we check the browser, so we see that this option is created. Then see, then what I do, I give this select as a function. So when I select any of these, then you click, then this value will be changed. So when we click one of these, then a change is occur, and then it will call a function set value, and it will pass a variable dollar event. So I have to write this function into here. So I write it later. I first create the switch ngSwitch. So here I simply create a div tag, and it will I give it as the ngSwitch is equal to choose, and then I create another div tag. So first what so div, and under this we simply copy this what we have written before, and give the div tag as star ng switch case is equal to, and then add. So similarly we copy it and paste it. It is for subtraction, multiplication, division and other. It is a default case. So I write it sub, this is small, this is div, and this is other. And this is default case. So we simply cross it and start ng switch default. So I simply cut it and paste it here in the under the sub. And we also cut it and paste it here under the multiplication. We similarly cut it here and paste it here under the division. And for the default tag, I simply give it a heading as h3 and then write please select a option, and here I so what I do, I create the ngSwitch, and then under this I create the case. I write the case ngSwitch case for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and it is a default that tag value. And for that I create the button add two number and print the result. And this when we click the button it called the add function, when we click the button called subtraction, multiplication, division. So here app.component.ts we have to write the uh, function, and then in app component.html here we create the choose. So we first here declare the variable choose is equal to and initialize first the choose variable, and then here I we create this function set value. So here I write the function set value and drop any. So this dot choose. So when we give a select any value, so it will first go to this function as dollar $event, and then here this dot choose is equal to drop dot target dot value. So here this dot choose will replace by drop dot target drop value. Drop, what is drop? Drop is which we select here add sub mal or div, and it will just replace the uh, choose. It will select the value of the choose to this value drop dot target dot value, which will be generated from there app dot component dot html here. So if we run the go to the browser, and here we first give a value 40, second value 50, and here we choose any value. So we see that this the button and the sum the result is come, and when we click the add to number it will see that 90 is printed. So if we again choose another number as 50 and it will 30, and when we click subtraction sub, there is a problem. I see it. What is happened? So actually what happened here, I give the value as sub and here I gives S as capital, and here when we switch case it give us small. So I first take it as small, and then if we go to the browser and we give a value 50, 30 and select one sub, and then it will working perfectly. When we subtract two number, it will print as 20. So when we select multiply two number, 1500 come. When we select division, so divide two number, it is printed. So divide, and we can also give as it is at 5, and when we give division, divide two number, it will come 10. And if we select the other, so it will it. Let's understand about the control flow, switch case control flow. So when we give any value, select any value from here, add, sub, mul, div. So it first goes to the here, and it's goes to here, and then choose value will be set according to it, and then program will flow to here, and then ngSwitch is equal to and the selected value, and if we choose add, then it goes to add. If we choose sub, goes to sub. Choose multiplication, goes to mul. Choose division, goes division. And if we don't choose, if we choose other, then it will goes to here, default case. So it is how about the control uh, execute in case of switch case.